Well, hello there, family.
What's up?
I didn't see you there.
What is going on, family? What is going on?
And welcome back to another edition of the Crenshaw Corner. I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day.
That's me, y'all.
The apple of my eye.
Yes, sir.
The wind beneath my wings. The rib that completes me.
He's completed, y'all.
The B to my Andy. This is really a softball, especially where you grew up. This is really a softball.
First of all, I didn't grow up in that century. Thank you very much. But I think it's an Andy Griffin show. But which
It
is
is
not
exactly
fenced to
the
do.
Andy Griffin show.
Exactly like I was born in that era. I was not. Thank you.
First of all, I didn't say that you were born in that era. I said where you grew up. I'm talking about you being in Little Washington with your grandmother and granddaddy riding your little tricycle. I was in.
I was first of all I was in Aurora.
Same difference.
And I was in the small area. Thank you very much.
Same difference.
Whatever. But my grandparents,
your grandmother and grandfather's house. Riding that tricycle in the living room.
Yeah, I was riding my tricycle in the living room. I don't even know. They just wouldn't let me go outside and ride it. But wait.
What's up?
I'm trying to think of the area though. Okay, because Little Washington.
Nobody ever heard of it.
Area. And in Aurora.
Nobody ever heard of it.
The little spot where we live, grandma, granddaddy.
Nobody ever heard of it.
It'll come back to me.
It wasn't a real place.
It was a real place.
It was a house on a piece of land.
No, my entire family lived on that strip. My aunts, my uncles, everybody. Every house was us.
Right, because it was just a dirt road with houses.
It was not a dirt road. We had a paved road. You better be glad my grandma and granny not live it.
Hey, first of all, I was scared of your grandmother, so
I'm not playing with you.
So I wasn't gonna mess with her. Your grandmother wore 13 layers in 100 degree
you're not
weather
gonna do
in the
that.
summer.
No, sir.
And she was good.
She did not.
So any woman that do that,
she liked her hat and her jacket in the summertime.
Her hat, her jacket, her coveralls, her sweater.
My grandma didn't have a sweater. She didn't have a sweater. My grandma lived to 92. Hey,
she did.
Yes,
she was a wonderful woman too.
Yes, grandma. But what is the area?
Baby, I don't know. It doesn't. It's not on any map, baby.
Okay,
baby, that's not on the map.
I gotta think about it. It's gonna come to me,
baby,
y'all.
South Creek not on the map, baby.
Is it South Creek?
It's South Creek.
I will marry you again, bruh.
It's South Creek.
I will marry you again.
But I'm trying to figure out, how do I know that and you don't know that?
I don't know. That's why I love. We so magical.
Yeah, it's South Creek.
We is magical together.
That's
bro.
not on anybody's map.
It's South Creek.
You go to Waze, Google, Apple, whatever you want to go
South
to right
Creek.
now.
They can find South Creek.
They will say destination unknown.
Listen, South Creek is like the little small area in Aurora.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So first of all, South Creek is a little small area in a little small area in an area nobody heard of.
Hater.
That's what it is.
Love it.
Small question though.
Yes.
Small question.
Yes. Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Okay. What is going on,
Thank you very
family?
much.
What is going on, guys? I am Angela Crenshaw, guys. What is going on? And we are back.
We are back, family.
Listen.
Oh wow.
We not recording?
No, we recording, but you was so loud you put my volume in red.
Did I really?
Yeah, you put it in red. You about to blow out my microphone.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, don't whisper.
I'm sorry, because you made me feel like we wasn't recording.
Nah, we recording.
I was like, dang.
The big red button on and everything.
Producer, what
I haven't
you
done
doing?
this in a while, but I do know I need to record. But
listen, y'all, we doing questions and answers today. I can't even talk, yo.
Let me explain.
Yo, we are so super excited to be back. I can't speak.
Yeah, we're going to get back to your regularly scheduled programming shortly. We'll get back to the regular format shortly. But we just want to talk to you just for a little bit, family. Because I don't know if you know, but there hasn't been a new episode of the Crenshaw Corner since
the end of June.
In a little bit.
End of June.
Yeah, we took a small break.
And didn't tell nobody.
Well, we told people.
We ain't tell nobody.
Okay, we ain't tell nobody.
We ain't tell nobody. We just disappeared.
We didn't necessarily disappear.
So what you call it?
We took a hiatus.
Without telling nobody.
But our season got renewed.
They renewed our season.
Yeah, the season got renewed. So what happened is that the network put us network put us on a break.
Yeah, they did.
And they didn't tell us whether or not they was gonna renew our season.
And they just called us.
But they renewed us for another season.
They renewed us for another season.
So
so that means our ratings were good.
Yeah, ratings were good.
Our ratings were good. The funny part about it, is thank you to everybody who reached out to us who was listening to the replays, because that was hysterical.
Yeah.
Because people was calling us like they had never heard these replays before, never heard these episodes before. So thank you guys so much.
So we appreciate you, family. We thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll do the whole regular spiel and intro and everything on the next episode. But this episode, we just want to kind of jump right into it.
Basically, what he's saying, he gonna, instead of taking the tithe and offering now, he gonna take it at the end of the experience.
I'm gonna take the tithes and offerings on the back end. We're gonna go ahead and get through the worship experience
at the back end,
and then I'll pass the collection plate at the end.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need y'all. Mm-hmm.
Don't walk out. Don't walk out. Don't miss your blessing.
Don't miss your blessing. Yo.
So family,
we are super silly.
Yeah, but no, just so we just kind of real quick, just real brief. Yeah. So we decided just to take the month of July off to revigorate.
Mm-hmm. What?
Revigorate.
Okay, is that a word, baby?
Rejuvenate. It's in there. It's somewhere in the dictionary. Mm-hmm. It's in somebody's dictionary.
Go ahead, go for it.
Rejuvenate. Mm-hmm. Revenerate. Mm-hmm. Revigorate. Mm-hmm. All them eights.
Mm-hmm. Renew, refresh,
and just kind of recharge our batteries.
Recharge.
We kind of spoke on our last quote unquote live episode where we kind of went over what had happened in the Crenshaw's life. And so what was going on, and to be honest, like everyone else, just life kind of got in the way. So I think, family, since the last time we've been with you, we actually have 3 grandkids now.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have 2 beautiful little boys, a beautiful little girl.
Our first granddaughter.
She is amazing.
Is gorgeous.
Yeah, she is. And we don't say that just because she's ours.
No,
even if
real.
we just happen to see her in the street passing by, we would say the same thing.
Yes.
She's an amazing little girl.
And then we have our twins, because DM and his little brother look exactly alike.
Yeah,
they look exactly alike.
Even though they're 2 years apart.
Beautiful boy.
Yeah, so
beautiful.
They have taken up a lot of our time.
And here's the thing. They were 10 days apart.
Yeah.
They are. So they cousin, brother, sister.
They're cousin, brother, sister. They're cousin siblings.
Yes, 10 days apart,
so they're 10 days apart. So we've been spending time with them, spending time with family. Mm-hmm. To be honest, full disclosure, both Ange and I both caught COVID again for the second time. So we had another bout of COVID that we were dealing with.
What kind of shenanigans is that?
I don't know, but like always,
who out there trying to get us?
You know what I'm saying? And what happened? Which the same thing happened the first time. My beautiful wife caught it.
Why? You gonna say both times I gave it to you?
No, I'm not saying that, because actually I think the second time I might have gave it to you.
Okay,
I don't
great.
know.
Okay, carry on, my love.
But it did affect her, but it didn't affect her as bad as it affected me. Mm-hmm. I think we've told you before, family. You know, we're full disclosure with you guys. So for whatever reason, COVID always affects my lung and my breathing. So it got me. It got me the second time around. Had trouble with my breathing. Back on my asthma pump. So between getting COVID again, between the family, between Ange went back to work.
I did.
Yeah, she went back to work. So it's just kind of been a lot. So what we didn't want to do is half step when it came to the family.
Yeah.
We didn't want to just put out content just to put it out. We didn't want to not give our all to the episodes. We didn't want to give 20 to 30% because you guys don't deserve that. So we just took July off, revigorate ourselves, come back new, come back fresh. And so here we are.
But I think we're going to do that every time. Every July, take off. I think because you
take off July.
Yeah, every July. Yeah. We didn't intend to do it this time, but we did. But I think it would be great for us to do it. Now, the funny part about this is we're doing questions and answers.
Good. Okay.
It's ready.
I don't know why she yelling at me, but okay.
Question and answers. But the first question was where you been, which I've been doing. So basically, you kind of covered.
Right.
You kind of covered that
because I didn't know.
Because that was pretty cool.
Yeah, family. First of all, I didn't know we was doing question and answer period.
Yeah, because you know what? It's just to let the family know that we're back and
and better than ever.
Yes, great guests that's coming soon.
We have a guest lined up for you, family.
So we're super excited about that.
Excited about that.
Super excited about that. So yeah, let's just get into it. You
All
want
right.
to talk about it?
Yeah, let's do
Well,
it.
we are, like I said, we already did where you've been and what you've been doing. Is there anything else that you want to add to that?
No, I don't want to beat that dead horse. So I think we covered it.
Who killed the horse?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who killed the horse? Okay.
Don't do that.
So two of these questions is basically from a single standpoint. So
I'm not single.
I know we're not, but the single people who gave it to me. They want our point of view on it.
Okay, let's do it.
And then the other one is a real conversation, a family question that I would really love to hear your point of view on as well.
So it sounds like we got two softball questions, and then you're going to hit me with the okie doke.
Yeah, that last one is what I'm going to hit you with it.
Alrighty then, let's do it.
So the first one is, if I'm going on a date, who should pay for dinner?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, I want to see what you're going to say because I know what I'm going to say.
Well, we may have a similar answer.
Okay, go for it.
But I feel that whoever approaches, whoever,
babe.
I'm just saying,
Go ahead, babe.
whoever approaches, whoever asks, that's the person that pays.
See, that's what I think too.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
That's what I feel.
That's what I feel.
I feel the same way.
I feel like whoever initiates it, that's the person that should pay because it was your idea.
Right.
You the one wanted to date me.
Right. Okay.
You saw something in me that you wanted,
That you wanted.
that you liked.
So you should pay for dinner.
Pay for dinner.
You should pay for dinner. So do you believe? Okay. So a few things happen because I'm always polling.
You're always polling.
Once I get these questions, I'm like, let me go poll.
Right.
A couple of people believe that the man should pay.
That's that old way of thinking.
That's old school.
The traditional way of thinking.
And then the other way was that they should pay 50-50 so nobody feels obligated to anything. And that was the one that made me laugh. And I was like, feel obligated to what? Because it is so weird that people believe whoever paid for okay, y'all, I know we Christians. We love the Lord. Okay, so stop it before I go any further. That if I pay for dinner, then you should put out. Right. I don't think people think that way anymore.
No, they still do.
You think so?
They still do.
Baby, in this day and time.
Especially in this day and time.
You think so,
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
We're so past the Netflix and chill.
No, we're not. We still in
though.
Netflix and chill mode.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If I give you steak, you give me something else.
See, that's that foolishness. That's your shenanigans. So that's why when I poll, it was like more so. Not a lot of people say, okay, I had a few people go, well, whoever asked, like, because that's the way I thought about it.
Right.
You ask me, you pay. First of all, if you ask me to go out, I need you to not only pay, have a plan.
Yeah, have a plan.
Have the restaurant ready. Don't ask me what I want to eat. Just since you asked me, I want to be able to walk. Well, back in the day, I would want to be able to walk into an experience with you, not me like what you want to eat. You want Mexican, Chinese? I need you to be a creative thinker.
Right. Hold on, but the conversation has to be had though. I still need to know, what do you like? I still need to know, because we still have to have a conversation about what kind of foods do you like. Do you have a favorite restaurant? Those conversations still need to be had, because let's be honest, at that point, I really don't know you. I'm trying to get to know you.
Right.
So I don't want to take you to an Italian restaurant and you're allergic to pasta.
Right.
So certain conversations we need to have, but also want to back up just for a moment. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with traditional ways. So I know a lot of people are still under the man does. I get that. It's the problem comes in where it's obligation.
Yeah, it's out of you assume immediately that he's supposed to pay.
Automatic expectation is no matter whose idea it is, just it's expected and out of obligation that the male is supposed to pay.
Yeah,
that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
That's once again, and that's a conversation. Now, if he says
offers,
if he offers, it's beautiful.
Right.
But just don't sit there and you order the left-hand side of the menu and be like,
and when the check comes,
man, that led me to something else. And I know when they did it, it was a skit. But however, and the family, bear with us. This is probably going to be a random episode.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
We going to go to and fro here and there. So, it's her birthday, right? They group of them go to get together.
Where are you getting this scenario from?
Where I get all my scenarios from?
Judge Judy?
Nah, not Judge Judy.
Who?
The TikTok.
The tickety talkie. The tickety talkie. Okay, go ahead, carry on.
I've been going down rabbit holes on the tickety talkie. I got.
You're about to take that. You're about to take that off.
Yeah, I got to get myself together.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but the scenario was, so it's her birthday. They go out. Group of them go out. All her girlfriends, just like 16 of them, they go out.
I remember this.
And at the end of the night, it's one check, and they give it to him, the boyfriend, and it's automatically expected for him not only to pay for her, but to pay for everybody.
I don't know what country that was.
I got a whole problem.
First of all, what
with that.
country was that?
I got a whole
because that makes no sense.
Problem with that.
That makes no sense.
And even though they didn't say it was staged, but you can tell the whole thing. It was done just for. But it wasn't so much. It started a conversation, and I'm a comment reader. I'm gonna be honest. I go to stuff really just for the comments, just to kind of see where people's mind
engaging
is.
with their people thoughts.
Yeah, engaging, and you'd be amazed at how many people were like, "Oh, well, if you broke," talking about him. Well, if you broke, just say that. And how dare you not want to pay? And it's her birthday, and like making all these excuses on why. He shouldn't have a problem with paying a $1,300 bill for dinner for her and all her girlfriends because it's her birthday.
No.
And it's like, and it goes back to that because he's a man, it's automatically expected for him to cover everything.
No, it's not happening.
And that like blew my mind that there's really people that still think just because you are a certain thing, it's like automatically expecting. If you don't do these things, then you're less of. If
you don't live up to that standard, then you're less than that.
Then you're less than.
Well, I told you as I polled it, not a lot of people. I polled it. I polled it. Oh my God. As I spoke to others about this, a lot of people were like, the guy should. So some people did say, hey, the guy should, or whatever the case is. And then some people said, like I said before, 50-50, because I'm not putting out. So if he thinks that's what's happening. No, I'm just being very honest. I'm not putting out. So I'm going to pay for my own meal.
Right.
So you don't be looking at me reckless like, hey, so what's next? Are we doing a cap? What do we call that? Nightcap? I'm about to say
it's nightcap.
Okay, I was going to say cap night.
I don't know what's a cap night.
Me neither, baby. I don't
nightcap.
know a nightcap or whatever the case is. So some people did say that, but from my thought process, I just really believe if you, and I'm gonna go back to something that you said earlier.
Right.
If you ask me to go out, then everything is your responsibility. That's just me. Now, if I roll up on you and be like, yo, player, what up, shorty? You looking real good. You know how I did. You said yes. Then, of course, my expectation. I came to the daycare and got you. Yeah, I was like, I got lunch.
When you groomed me.
Yeah, I had the Spider-Man book bag. I had a Spider-Man book bag and a Spider-Man matching lunchbox for you, bro. Got you right out of there. You see me. But just like... that's my expectation that I'm going to pay if I'm going to ask, right? And so I think that's the where I am with that question. But here's the thing, because you were saying something in reference to having a conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely have a conversation.
Have the conversation.
But I like experiences, right? So I don't want a whole bunch of conversations. I feel like if you saying like, hey, you want to go out, that ladies, if a guy asks you out, right? And you say yes, automatically, I think you should be like, hey, just to let you know, I don't like Italian food. Say it up front. A lot of people don't.
No, they don't. But it still goes back to you just have the conversation, and it doesn't have to be an interview. It doesn't have to go down to. It's just having a conversation, because because we're under the premise, if you're asking somebody out, you really don't know them well. You've had some interactions, but it's probably been limited interactions. So you're getting to know the person. It's the getting to know you stage. So certain conversations you have to have up front. I need to know, what do you like? What don't you like? Because what I don't want to do, because I don't want to spend a week planning a date or planning an event or planning an experience for it to be everything you don't like.
Right. But I also think that you need to, if that person doesn't ask you, let's say me and you don't ask me, like, okay, no problem, Saturday at 7:00 I'll pick you up and we have no discussion. That's where I need to open my mouth, because what I'm not fenced to do.
I think right now you just want to be argumentative, because we're saying
the same thing. I'm just saying.
You just want your voice to be heard.
No, I'm just saying.
That's all it is.
But in case the guy does not say anything, you need to speak up for yourself and let them know what you like.
You just want the Shaw and Crenshaw to stick out right now. That's all it is. You just want to be the Shaw.
Have you always been a hater?
Probably all my life.
All your life?
Came out the womb.
Yes. Okay. So, we do agree that whoever asks. Okay. Yeah. So that's the Crenshaw.
If whoever asks.
Shaw. Answers. Is that our response to that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go to the next one.
What we got on?
Because I guess this is more for. This must have been a singles question, because I don't know, couples, married couple, I don't think, well, anyway, should couples pay 50-50 on the bills?
Conversation. Conversation.
Yeah.
Once again, that's a
We
conversation.
can't answer that.
Yeah, it goes for, okay. That goes to, and we've kind of touched on this in early episodes when we talk about gender roles.
Gender
the
roles.
conversation about the
Yeah,
episode
you're
about
right.
gender roles. Because there's certain things. Okay, yes, typically the man is the provider. He sets up the home. Yes, but once again, with everything, there's a conversation. There's not when it comes to certain things, especially finances. There's really not a blanket way to do it.
There's no one way to do that.
Because what works for our family may not work for your family.
Exactly.
So and actually, realistically, your finances may not allow for it to be a single income family.
Right, exactly.
Depends on how your finances are set up. Your finances may be in a situation where
you can only pay the cable bill.
You know, where both parties have to contribute to the running of the home when it comes financially. Right. Now, there are some couples where they are, even though they're a 2-income family, they're able to live off one income.
Right, absolutely.
And one person takes care of everything and they save the other one.
Right.
And if you're able to do that, beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But it depends on how you're, as Martin would say, as was Kevin Hart. It depends on how your checking and savings is set up.
No, exactly. And I think too, there has to be a discussion because, so for some reason, finances is one of the biggest things for breakups. We already know that, right? And we don't want to walk around thinking.
I know the reason why, but I'll tell you after you put your.
We don't want to walk around thinking that the other person should pay all the bills or the other person. And when it comes to 50-50, that is like, hear me out. If this is a conversation for a married couple, I'm thinking when you get paid, all the money's in one pot and it's one income. I guess for me, it's like for us, like we get paid or whatever is the Crenshaw's money.
Yeah, it goes into one kitty.
Bill gets paid. We don't go with your check, my check. We just pay the bills. So, and if you're saying that y'all are together in a relationship, that's where if you're not doing it that way, then that's where you need to have the conversations and be mindful of each other. Who brings in what, so you'll know who can afford what. Like you said, you know what I'm saying?
Well, to touch back on what you were talking about when it comes to, finances being a reason why a lot of couples break up, is because in most case scenarios, finances is not something that's taught. And I always talk about this. Growing up, when I was in grammar school, we were taught what a bank account is, what a savings account is. We were taught what a check. I'm gonna date myself because no one of a certain generation knows the word I'm about to say.
Okay, go ahead.
What a check is, and actually how to write and fill out a check.
People still do checks.
Old people still write checks.
I ain't seen a check in forever.
Like the crazy part, when you open up a checking account now, they don't even give you
offer
checks.
you. They don't even offer you checks. It's just a checking account.
You take this
pay
debit
your bills
card
and do it automatically.
You take this debit card and you go about your business.
But you know what? Back in the day, they did it like, and here's your book of checks.
Here's your starter checks.
And we'll send you one with your name on it later. What in the world?
They don't even do starter checks anymore.
They don't even offer it. You know what we should do?
What's up?
We should go get another checking account and when they do everything, be like, and so when will I get my
when will I get my checkbook?
When will I get my checkbooks? Just for kicks and giggles. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It was taught in school. I learned it in grammar school. I learned about finances in grammar school. I learned, later on in school, I learned about compound interest and interest. I learned about these things in school. We
used to read the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. We used to do stuff like that. They don't teach that anymore in school.
Do they do current events in school anymore?
I don't think so.
They should go back. I think they really should go back to current events.
There's certain things they should do. But
anyway.
Yeah, I digress.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah. But what happened is that nobody is taught that. Like most people, most families, and once again, talking in generalities, don't really sit down with their kids and really teach them about finances. They don't really teach them about savings. They don't really teach them about bills and how to budget and what does bills really look like, and what does it really mean to pay the bills, and what does it mean to budget your bills, and no one really has that conversation. So when they're doing it now, everything's a culture shock. So now you have two people who never really talked about finances. Now they're coming together and they're trying to figure out how to do this thing called finances. And it's scary. And like I said, so people don't have those conversations. So when it comes to things like that, like, should you live off one income? Should it be 50-50? They don't know how to have, they don't even know where to start. Yeah. They don't know how to even have those conversations. So that's why it's so important in the beginning to have those conversations. Ask the question,
right?
Not only what do you think about finances, but how do you feel about finances? Because a lot of people tie their emotions into their finances. If they're flush and they're able to pay their bills, their emotions are good. They're high. They're happy.
Right.
If they're struggling with their finances, a lot of the times they're struggling with a lot of different things in their life, and they're struggling with their emotions.
Right.
So it's having those conversations from the beginning, like, how do you feel about credit? How do you treat your credit?
Right.
If a bill comes in on June 1st, when are you paying it?
Right. I was about to say the same thing about that bill part.
Yeah. And having those questions. Now, do you pay it when you get the first notice? Or do they have to send you a couple of different notices?
Or when your lights is off, you realize it?
Yeah. Or, when do you pay it when they threaten to disconnect? Or do you pay it after the disconnect?
Yeah. And we're making light of it, but it's really, you do have to have a real conversation about that. So we really can't answer that question either, because it's really what you guys decide to do.
And then also,
it's an individual thing.
It is an individual, but also understanding that whatever you decide, you have to work together on
Touch
it.
and agree on that.
So, and you have to be mindful and work together as a team. So it can't be a situation where if you are living off one income, let's say that one spouse makes a certain amount that allows you to live this certain lifestyle where you're able to live off one income.
Right.
As the secondary spouse, not saying less than, but just second spouse, don't be the one that's spending all the money.
Right. Let's put that in the count.
Yeah, still be smart about it. Don't be, because it's there, you done took 17 trips to Target, talking about you going to the grocery store, but you don't want help to getting the bags out the car because you done bought 15 outfits.
That was like 6 years ago.
What?
Don't do that.
Did I strike a nerve?
No, matter of fact, it wasn't even 6 years ago. It was like 10 years ago.
That was 6 days ago.
No, it was not 6 days ago. It was like 10 years ago. We was living off one income, and I went to Target, and they had a sale on the puffer vest, and I got colors, but I was supposed to be at Walmart shopping, and I didn't go to Walmart. Walmart was close to Target.
That's what we're going with.
And so
Walmart ain't never close to Target.
And so then I went in there.
You ain't never seen a Target and a Walmart on the same
sale, block. And so, that's what happened.
Whatever.
But you still ate that night. I don't understand why you was even worried about getting the bags, getting the grocery bags.
I ate frozen Franks.
You didn't eat frozen Franks.
That's what I ate.
Baby, you didn't eat frozen Franks.
I ate frozen Franks.
The Franks are never frozen.
Family, did I ever tell you? Excuse me.
You've told the family before.
Family, I ever told you. That for the longest time.
What?
I mean, decades.
What?
Decades.
Baby.
My wife, the wonderful, sexy chocolate woman.
You've told people this before.
I'm just making sure.
You've told the family before.
I'm telling this story for the new listeners because we got new family members.
We do have new family members.
For the new family members, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening.
I'm so sorry. You probably don't know how you got wrapped up in this one.
Whether it's on iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple Music, whether it's Google Play,
iHeartRadio,
whether it's iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. Thank you for listening.
Bless y'all. This is a hot mess right now. But
family,
we back. We back.
Have I ever told you?
Oh my God.
That for the longest time, when my wife would make dinner, she like, babe, what you want for dinner? And I'd be like, babe, you know what? I got the taste for something good. Maybe a meatloaf. Maybe some steak. That's what I got the taste for. And she would say, baby, you want meatloaf? You want steak? I say, baby, that's what I want. She said, good, I'm going to make these Franks. And then my wife would go. And then I'm like, okay, well, she going to make Franks. So I look in the refrigerator. I don't see no Franks. I don't see no packs. Then I look in the sink. I was like, but ain't no packs here. Ain't no packs there. And then my wife would come in the kitchen and she would go to the freezer. And she would pull out a frozen pack of Franks.
I run water over them.
You ain't run no. See, you almost had me curse, and this is a Christian environment. And my wife,
I run water over
you
them.
wouldn't run no water over
Baby,
Nathan.
I would run water over
You wouldn't run water over Nathan.
I run
And then
water
my
over
wife
them.
would go to the drawer, and she would get a knife, and she would cut around that frozen pack of Franks.
He gonna make me kill.
She would peel the plastic, because the plastic is frozen, stuck to the Franks.
No, it's not. That's why I know that
She
I
would
ran water
peel.
over the Franks, bro.
You didn't run Nathan.
I did so.
And she would peel
Oh my god!
that plastic
Are
off
you
that
done,
frozen
bruh?
block
You
of Franks. And she would take that frozen block of Franks and she would put it on a cookie sheet. And she would slide it in the oven that she had preheated to 375. And she would let them frozen Franks bake until they fall apart.
Because you know why?
And then she would say, baby, here's dinner.
No, but
And
no,
the crate, I
with
ain't done.
vegetarian-
I ain't done. I ain't not done. And then, family, she wouldn't even have the common courtesy and the decency
Are you done, bruh?
to purchase hot dog rolls. She would get the white
Sliced
bread.
Sliced bread. It's always
The
better with sliced bread.
white bread.
It's better with sliced bread.
And throw my Franks
It's for
on
your
the
Franks.
white bread and say, here is your dinner.
No, I didn't. I give you with some, it go with some vegetarian beans.
With some vegetarian baked beans.
Thank you very much.
I'm a carnivore.
And
she
family,
giving me some vegetarian
just
baked
to let
beans.
y'all know, just to take up for myself, because
No take it for- ain't no taking up for you.
nobody gonna take up for me.
Ain't no taking up for you.
Because when you cook it like that,
Don't lie.
the juice.
Don't lie.
Can I finish my
Don't you lie. Don't you lie.
Yo,
Julia Childs ain't never
can I finish?
said put no frozen Franks in the oven.
Listen, can I finish?
Gordon Ramsay would cuss
Listen.
you.
All I'm saying is, as it's melting and coming apart, the juices is in there. See, that's what y'all do when y'all throw them out. Y'all let the juices go. I'm just saying. Are you done, bruh?
Next question.
No.
Next question.
Family. If I have any family members that know what I'm talking about,
Don't.
go ahead.
Don't
Go
nobody.
ahead. Do me a favor.
Nobody.
And at the bottom,
No.
go ahead and send us a message, please.
Don't nobody know what you talking about.
I'm just saying.
Broke college students with 35 cents to
Oh
their
my God. I
name
can't believe you said that.
know that you unthought of Franks first.
Oh my God. I ran water over it.
Next question.
Final question. This is a really good question. So I want to end with this question because you just a hot mess. You out there slandering my name, bro.
I am telling the truth on your
See,
name.
this is why I told I'm thinking about changing the name of the podcast.
To what? To what?
The Scarlet and the Hood Chick. Because that's what it is. He over there, and then I'm just over here being hood.
What am I singing? An old Negro spiritual?
And so therefore, okay. So I'm thinking about changing the name. Guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about the Scarlet and the Hood Chick.
The name
I'm just saying, if anybody likes that out there in the family,
no Hood Chick.
let me know, y'all. Let me know. So this is the last question. I heard this. I believe it was Anthony O'Neill. Okay, guys, I know y'all hear me talk about him all the time. He's on YouTube. Check him out. I love Anthony O'Neill. I think it was on his show that he said this, or someone on the show said this. But it says that do not allow love and loyalty to hold you hostage.
Oh, you want to get deep? We were having fun. You want to get deep on this last question?
It was the last question. That's why I left it for last.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Don't allow love and loyalty to hold you prisoner.
Told you, prisoner.
Same thing,
Basically
basically, same thing. Yes, but I wanted to get what he said correct.
Okay.
Correct. What's your thoughts on that? And what do you think when you hear that, what do you think that means? Put it like that.
What do I think it means? To do not let loyalty and love hold you prisoner.
Yeah. You need to that held me captive. I was like, wait a minute.
I think, well, let's start with what I think first. And then I kind of explain what I think that statement means. Well, no. Okay. So what happens is that we end up making, as people, we end up staying in situations. We end up saying yes to things. And we end up putting ourselves in bad situations.
Yes.
Over loyalty, over love, because we love that person.
Yeah.
Because we want to be loyal to that person. So we end up staying in situations. We end up saying yes to things. And like I said, we end up making bad decisions based off of that, because we feel a tie. Because we feel like, because we love this person, because they're family, they're whatever, then we have to do this thing
for them.
And it keeps us stuck, because a lot of the times, a lot of the things we do, we don't want to do it.
Exactly.
But because it's our mother, or because it's our father, because it's our sibling, because it's our auntie, our uncle, whatever, our best friend,
right,
our husband, our wife,
right,
we end up doing things that goes against the core nature of who we are, for the simple fact, well, this is family.
And I need to be loyal. Yeah.
That's yeah. What do you think?
I think too, when I heard that, I'm gonna get back to my feelings on this question, but what I did realize too, taking another way, we will allow our family members, friends, and people that we are close to destruct because of love and loyalty, right? And you want to know what I mean by that? Because you give me that face.
I want to know what you mean.
Because sometimes we know they're going down the wrong path, but we will co-sign on the wrong path because we love and we want to be loyal to them.
Right.
We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to say that is dumb.
Right.
As HELL.
Right.
We don't want to say, if you don't go sit your whole life down. We don't want to go snatch them when we know it's all wrong, but because we're riding and dying with them, because we love and want to be loyal, we watch them destroy themselves before it's too late. Right. Does that make sense?
That
right?
Makes sense.
Because I love you. You're my best friend and I love you. And even though you're wrong, and I'm like, I can't be your best friend and you love me and you see me doing wrong or going down the wrong way, and you don't give me a GPS or detour me in some type of way, or say, let's have a conversation, let's discuss. But a lot of times, we go like, you fighting, girl, I'm fighting because of loyalty. No, you can't even fight. First of all, where you going to get us both beat up? Just like, to make light of it. But that's what I heard too. Not only that, but we allow our family members and our friends and family to go down a road they shouldn't go down because we love them so much. We don't want to hurt their feelings. We want to be loyal, so we're going to stick by them. And, when they need us, they'll come. All that foolishness to their demise, right? And so that's what I felt when I heard that too. For me, when I heard that, I sat with that for a while. So that's why I want to hear what you had to say, because we have a tendency doing that with work. Yeah. We'll be loyal to a job that we don't even believe in the vision anymore. No. But because we're there, we want to be loyal to the supervisors. We're going to be loyal to the people that's there. A lot of people stay at jobs they don't like because of the people who are there. Yeah. Right?
Or you've worked your 8 or 9 hour shift, and the company comes to you or somebody comes to you and is like, can you stay another hour? Can you stay another 2 hours? When you can't, you really can't. You're burnout. You're tired. Right. You have previous obligations. You've already committed yourself to something else. But because you feel, air quotes, quote unquote, loyal to this company, or loyal to your supervisor, loyal to your manager, or loyal to your team, or you love your team, then you end up saying yes to something that you really don't want to say yes to. Yeah. Knowing that you got kids to pick up, knowing that you have a dinner date, knowing you just want to relax. Right. But because you have this loyalty to this company, that you like, okay, I'll give it another hour. Let me
rearrange something.
Let me make a phone call. Right. Let me disappoint this other facet of my life. Right. To accommodate you. Right. And love and loyalty will do that. Yep. Where it will have you disappointing other avenues of your life.
So good. Yeah.
In order to accommodate them.
And it's something in the who you being loyal to and who you loving is not loving and loyal to you. Right. And I think what we need to understand, before we need to do that, we need to show some love and loyalty to ourselves first. Because before I be loving loyal to you, I need to be loving loyal to me. It's even when I was on a financial webcast, I think it was, and they were saying how 5 things don't do during a recession, like 5 things don't do during this time frame, and one of them was like, don't co-sign for anybody. I'm like, who is out here still co-signing for people? But out of love and loyalty, and you understand you're a smart person and you understand that if you co-sign for this person and they don't pay these bills, they become your bills.
Yeah, you're stuck for it.
You stuck with them. You know that. But you
Yeah.
and you understand that if they need a co-signer, that this person hasn't been paying their other bills before.
Exactly.
Or they don't have any credit right now.
Understanding that the reason.
Right.
Now, there are some situations, you're younger individuals who are just establishing credit. Right. But when your 33-year-old best friend or your 33-year-old cousin comes to you, was like, hey, I'm trying to can you co-sign? No, it's because they made bad financial decisions.
Exactly.
That put them in a situation. Because here's the thing. The amount of money you make does not gear whether or not you make good or bad financial decisions.
Exactly.
Because you make less money doesn't automatically mean you have bad credit.
Right. Exactly.
There are individuals who make lesser amount of money who still got A1 credit.
Yes.
Because they make sound financial decisions.
Exactly.
So when this person is coming to you saying, "Hey, bro, I need this. I need your help. Can you?" And it's like, if you step back for a moment and step out of the situation, come out of the 2 L's, loyalty and love, and understand the reason they're asking you to do this is because they have not been financially sound from the beginning.
Right.
They've made poor financial decisions and poor financial choices. And now they want to put you on the line. And then when everything goes to heck and you're looking around like, but why are we here? When you knew you were going to be here, that's why you had to put your name on the line.
Right. Don't put your name on the line. And when she said that, I was like, love and loyalty.
Love and loyalty.
Love and loyalty. Because like this person, but they need this car right now or whatever they ask you to co-sign for. But you have to ask yourself, why are you doing that? Because no one wants to co-sign for nobody.
No.
You know how many she had me laughing because she was like, you know how many times somebody got to call you and ask you before you break down and co-sign for somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like they be like, can you? You be like, nah, I can't do that.
It's very rare you get a yes on the first time you ask that question.
If you do, if whoever doing a yes on the first time, y'all bad.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all willing. Y'all willing people.
Instead of taking them down to the city transit and getting them a $36 bus pass.
I got you all up on the train and bus.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Take this.
Yes. And so it's just one of those things that we have to be very careful with love and loyalty. Now, here's the thing. The other part that got me was said will hold you hostage, hold you prisoner. Now, it means you're bound to this thing.
Yeah.
You're locked in to this situation, right? So you have to ask yourself, do I want to be bound and locked in to the person's situation? Do I want to be locked into their craziness of co-signing? Do I want to be locked into a job I don't believe anymore?
Right.
Do I want to be locked into a relationship that doesn't serve any purpose? You know what I'm saying?
Small caveat, small disclaimer.
Yes.
The Crenshaws ain't telling nobody to get a divorce.
Nope.
So don't be like, you know what? The Crenshaw said, I'm bound to this situation and I'm bound to this love and loyalty and you ain't loyal to me. No.
Hey, what we saying? No. Make your own decisions.
Don't do that.
Don't bring us
don't
in this.
Blame. So when you sitting in that divorce court, don't be like the Crenshaws. No. We do that.
Say that.
We ain't say that.
What we telling you is this. Be mindful of why you're doing. That was the third part about this. What I was thinking about. Be mindful of what you do and why you do it.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're doing it out of obligation, because that whole love and loyalty prison, that's out of obligation.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're doing it out of obligation, then don't do it. Yeah. If you feel like you're going to be bound or you're going to feel a prisoner and bound and stuck in the situation, don't do it. Yeah. You just have to have real conversations, not with other people, with yourself.
I was going to say that.
With yourself.
Because if you are a person that
a people pleaser.
Yeah, not even so much as that, but you can touch on that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a person that, as we're having this conversation, you're kind of going through your mental Rolodex and you're thinking of the individuals in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel as though you can put somebody in that category where love and loyalty has held you bondage to that person, if you're trying to figure out if that applies to them, I want you to step back and ask yourself a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
When do you hear from that person?
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear from that person, is it they're calling to genuinely just check up on you and see how you're doing, or are they calling because they need something or they want something? This person, is it reciprocal? Is it a two-way street? Can you call them if you need something and you know that they will do whatever they can to do it for you? Or is it just a situation where they're only around when you can do something for them? And then once again, then ask yourself, when you do talk, is it because you called them, or they called you? So just ask yourself some questions to see, is this a real relationship that I'm in? Or is this just a situation where love and loyalty has tied me to somebody that I should not be tied to?
That should not be tied to any longer.
And understand. And when you have these conversations, you have to remove titles from these conversations, because you have to understand something. Love and loyalty will get you stuck to mothers, fathers, sisters, best friends. It does not matter. So you have to remove the title and look at that situation from an honest standpoint and ask yourself, is this a healthy situation that I'm in?
Right.
Or is it loyalty and love that has me stuck?
Yeah, absolutely. And making sure that you say to yourself, am I giving myself that as much love and loyalty that I'm giving somebody else? Right? Am I giving myself that as well? So yeah, babe, that was the question. Well, there were more questions, but I just want to do those right there. That's enough right there, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that's enough right there. I think that's a good introduction
Just
to
our madness, because we're back.
Yeah.
Because we're back, people.
You know, it wasn't necessarily a real format to this one. It's the first episode.
Well, obviously, because it went downhill fast.
Well, I'm not going to say downhill.
It did. We're still talking about these hot dogs.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm out here about telling the truth.
See,
that's all.
See, so okay, the South call them hot dogs, right?
The South call them hot dogs.
Because we call them Franks.
Franks.
We call them Franks. I don't know what the hot dog is.
Yeah,
but anyway.
actually, okay. So for the family that had no idea what I was talking about, when I'm talking about a Frank, I'm talking about a hot dog. So if you're not sure, like, what is like a frozen Frank? Like, did she put her uncle in that? No.
What is that?
It's a hot dog.
It's a hot dog.
Yeah, and then family, and then she wasn't even giving me real hot dogs, family. She wasn't giving me beef hot dogs. She wasn't giving me pork hot dogs. She was giving me turkey
hot dogs. Thank you very much.
A turkey not even supposed to be in a hot dog.
You a hater.
No, I'm out here. I'm a truther.
You a hater.
I'm a truther. I'm
Whatever.
out here telling the truth.
Do the housekeeping, please.
All right. So family, like I said, so that's our first episode back.
Welcome back, Lord.
Welcome back. And so I'm gonna do now what I should have did at the beginning.
Do you remember it?
I don't even know.
Do you remember?
Don't do that. We don't own the rights to that.
Okay, sorry.
You trying to get us sued the first episode back.
Sorry.
So for our new family members, however you found us, we thank you. We thank you for being a part.
Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the episode you should have came in on, but hey, I think this best suits who we are. I think this episode best encapsulates who we are.
That means pray.
Yeah, it was just, hey, you never know what you're going to get with the Crenshaws. For our returning family members, you already know how we feel about you. We're so thankful that you listen. We're so thankful that you're with us. We're so thankful that you support us in every way that you do. Once again, so we thank you for listening. However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's on Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's on Amazon Music, whether it's on Google Podcasts, whether it's on iHeartRadio, or our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We consider ourselves an interactive podcast, which means we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, all in the Crenshaw Corner.
Yep.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. And as always, family, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.